So this is the tier list for potions. Criteria is differently. Just because something is C doesn't mean it's bad. It's useful. Like all potions can have its value, but some potions are a little bit more enticing in my opinion for different reasons, right? So my criteria are going to be like how easy is it to get this potion, the trade-offs that you have with it, its usefulness, with not just its item effect, but that will be one criteria, like its initial item effect, and to see if like maybe there's some like other play with it, its initial use and its item effect. I mean, that's what I meant to say. Like if it adds on buff on top of like other stuff and whatnot. Um, I guess we'll start off with demonic flask. Actually, no, we don't need. I just try to rotate the demonic flask like I was playing backpack battles. You know the addiction is real if that's the case. So we got the normal health pot. It's very easy to get. More health in the beginning, early rounds is pretty good. I think if you have like one or two health pots, the only thing that you lose to when it comes to like a healing race is maybe 3 bananas or a goobert. It's kind of hard for you to get 3 bananas in the early rounds. A goobert, somewhat common, so it's so, but it's nice to have a healing pot. Healing pots are pretty easy to get as well. I think it's a good B. You could even put it in A. The only reason why I wouldn't put it in A is because after you get your subclass or like around after round 7, they're not really that great. They're not that great. Also, let me put this in full screen mode. There we go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, after round 7, health pots their usefulness starts to dwindle. So I think B is a good spot for them. Um, Next we have the pestilence flask, a Reaper's favorite potion right now. It's good. It's somewhat hard to get in the early rounds, so that's one thing. But you can easily make a poison bomb with just the pestilence flask. People were making poison bombs with just the pestilence flask before its upgraded version came out. It's a pretty good flask. It can be somewhat hard to get from some time to time, but its value is huge. Especially like the cool thing about potions is that you can double the atom effect of this potion right here, even if you only have one. You can even triple it actually, like I mentioned in my potion guide that you guys can check out if you guys want to check that out. That explains on how you can even double slash triple this. Potions did see a nerf with the potion belts no longer providing you with that extra oomph. But I think it was kind of needed because potions were getting a little bit out of hand. But it is what it is. Uh, Good on the devs. I think I'd rather have a pestilence flask over a normal healing herb. I guess another criteria that I can talk about is its upgrade potential, because the upgrade potential to a health potion is also pretty good. But if I had to choose between just these two, I'll probably take the pestilence flask because now that rangers can also dish out a lot of poison too with their poison ivy subclass, pestilence flask is really nice. I put it in A. I might even put it in S tier low key. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe at the end of the video I'll put it in S tier. Next we have a normal stamina potion. These are out of all the potions in the game, this is the second hardest for me to ever get. I don't know what it is. I could just never find stamina potions. They're okay. I don't use them a lot because I have good stamina management in my games, so I never really what's the word? I'm not that enticed to ever get the stamina potion just because I have good stamina use, and it doesn't give you that much stamina back. It gives you 1 power on top of it, but it only gives you 2 stamina. I mean, I guess that could be a little bit useful for certain builds. I think if it was me, I'd rather have a healing potion than 2 stamina and 1 empowered. Me personally, but that's just my gameplay. I know some people might have some use for it. I think I'll put it in B behind the health potion. That's just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, let me know. Just because it's first of all, it's very hard to get. You could make Excalibur with it, but I don't know. Excalibur isn't getting that much love. Maybe it will now since we're in a heat build and heat speeds up everything, including your food items. So maybe, but right now I think I'd rather have a healing health potion over a stamina potion right now. But just because like the upgrade potential of a health pot, I think is better than this. That's just me and whatnot. Next we have mana potion. Hey, if it's me personally, I put mana potion in F tier. That's what I would do. I would put mana potion in F tier, but I know there's a lot of people out there who just love the crit wood lamp setup, and I don't even think you need a mana potion to get that setup to work. It just speeds it up drastically. But outside of that one build, I don't really see a lot of use for the mana potion. I would have put this in F tier, but just because if you are able to get that build rolling, the crit lamp build rolling, it's a very hard build to get, but if you get it rolling, it's immaculate. But you're also trading up health potions, and you're also trading up the potential of you getting a strong health potion as well in the future. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm not the biggest fan of the mana potion. Maybe if you could just flat out buy it, I can move it up a tier. But for me, I'm not a believer of it. If someone has another build that uses the mana potion outside of the crit with lamp, let me know, and then I'd be more than happy to bump this up to C. But if that's the only item that you have, that's the only build that you can find usefulness of the mana potion, I just don't see why you would ever want to make a mana potion, in my opinion. Just that's just me. It maybe you guys can prove me wrong, but I'll put the mana potion in D tier. Um, then we have the demonic flask. Again, I remember when I used to play with the demonic flask. I used to love this thing just because it looks so sick and cool. But nowadays, I'm just like, eh. I mean, it's okay. Like, it doesn't really do enough, in my opinion. It's like 0.3 damage for every debuff you have, which it's a late game item. And by the time you get to late game, you should be able to deal out a lot of debuffs. It just sucks that its other requirement is that you have to have your opponent's HP below 50. So that's another tough requirement to hit from time to time, from sometimes. Because by the time it's like 50-50, like if your opponent's HP is at 50, the matches might be already over. You may never get to that point. So it's kind of hard to like justify like stacking potions just for the demonic flask. It could work late game, but you're not going to use it early game. The only thing that I think is really cool about the demonic flask is the fact that you can make a dark saber. Dark sabers are ridiculously strong, especially if you have blueberries or mana orbs to generate more mana. Dark saber is a game changer. It's really nice to have that. Same thing with staff of unhealing. You need that. So its upgrade potential is really useful. It's outside of its like initial item effects and its use. I have to say somewhere between C or B for me, honestly. C or B. I think I might put it in C for now. I might move it up to B later. Next, we have the Stone Skin Potion. Stone Skin Potion's nice, bro. It's nice. I, I don't know. I might put Stone Skin Potion in S. It's just nice. It's not. It's like you just can't. Screw it. I'm putting in the S. I know some people might look at me funny. It's just nice to have more armor. You can double it up the armor, especially if you get the Stone Skin Potion early, which it is possible to get the Stone Skin Potion early, and then you can mix and match it with other potions to like give you armor for free on the low. You get extra armor for I think it's like either 5 or 6 gold. The devs are always changing the number for this thing. That's one of the reasons why the devs increased the price of the Stone Skin Potion, because it's so good and it's picked so often. Maybe I put it in the top of A. We won't put it in S. We'll put it in the top of A. We'll put it in the top of A. Yeah. Next is the health potion. This one is also kind of tempting, but I really got to think to myself, because this one is also kind of situational in my opinion, because it's like a lot of HP is nice. It's easy to get to. Like you can have multiple strong health potions in the early games just because all you need is a healing herb and a normal health potion, and it's so easy to get. It's also good for Bloodthorn builds as well, because yes, you're giving up that instant use of regeneration only after you get half HP, but if you stack it in a way, you can double, triple the amount of regeneration you get if you can stack this potion in the correct placement, and that regeneration can be converted into spikes and vampirism with Bloodthorn. So it has a lot of use. I'm kind of hesitant to put in S tier. I'm not too sure. It has a lot of use. It's easy to get. It doubles your regeneration. It's lovely. Because I have to think about my playstyle, because outside of Bloodthorn, when else would I really enjoy using this? I might put it in S. I want to put it in S, but something just telling me I shouldn't. I think putting it in A is good because outside of Bloodthorn, I mean, you could use it for lightsabers as well because lightsabers use your I can't speak because lightsabers use your regeneration as well. I think we'll put it in A. I think the poison bomb meta is just so strong and easy to get that I'll put it behind Pestilence Flask. Yeah, I put it behind. Well, nah, I put it in front of Pestilence Flask. Yeah, I put it in front of Pestilence Flask, in my opinion, because let's say you only have 2 Pestilence Flasks versus having 2 health potions. The Pestilence Flask can, in the right circumstances, it can be so much better than a health potion. In my opinion, it's also easier to find the health potion than the Pestilence Flask from time to time. Yeah. But if you can get that poison bomb going, oh my goodness, you're looking dangerous. You're looking dangerous. No, I think we put Pestilence Flask in front of. The only thing that scares me about this Pestilence Flask is that you initiate or you inflict one you inflict one poison on yourself. So even if you stack it, you could mess around and inflict more, but because of the differences, you should be inflicting more poison onto your enemy than onto yourself. So, yeah, I think I'm okay with the Pestilence Flask being in front of the health potion. And then now we have the strong stamina potion. The fact that this gives you 4 is kind of crazy, right? It gives you 4. It's pretty crazy. Again, I don't see a lot of people using the strong stamina flask because you're also giving up a banana to make it. So that's one thing that you got to take into account. But you could mess around and have like a berserk sword. And if you're able to stack this bad boy correctly, whew, you're looking dangerous, bro. You're looking dangerous. Maybe I put it but it's also kind of hard to get a little bit. But like most of the time, if you're playing this game, you should have a banana in your backpack. So it's about as even to get a normal stamina potion as the strong stamina potion, in my opinion. So to get it, it's about the same. I'll put it in A. I'll put it in the bottom of A just because I don't see a lot of people take advantage of this. Just because as you climb the ranks, a lot of people just focus on having good stamina management. So the fact that this only works if your build doesn't have good stamina is kind of worrisome, but I can see potentials of it being used. It is a bit hard to get. I think we'll put it at the bottom of A. Yeah, we'll put it at the bottom of A because at the end of the day, I would prefer to have the stamina potion over the health pot, the normal one, this and this. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this because I would rather have this than the rest of these potions right here on the tier list currently. So I'm okay with putting it at the bottom of A. I could put it at the top of B, but that's just me, right? Next we have strong pestilence flask. It's S tier. It's S tier. Sorry for the rangers out there who can't use it, but hey, I mean, for the reapers who can use who are balling to the wall with this bad boy, I don't think I need to explain myself too much. This thing is dangerous, and it's not that hard to get either. All you need is a fly agate and a pestilence flask. Whew, yeah, I think it's S tier. I don't think I need to talk too much about the strong pestilence flask at all. It's a class only weapon, so maybe I don't know. It's just nice to have. And then at the top of S tier, we're gonna just put the strong stone skin potion. It gives you more armor and you get spikes for 3 seconds, which could be useful if you're running a burst build with Bloodthorn or even another build that uses spikes. Because there's a couple of weapons in the game that uses spikes to increase its its damage output. And if you stack it, it's just lovely to have. It's more armor and spikes. The devs are doing their best to make spikes have a comeback, and they're doing a good job. Spikes are nice to have. Yeah, I think you just can't go wrong with having a strong stone skin potion. It's elite. It's elite. You know, it's so flexible too. You can use it in almost any builds. You can go for more armor, or you can like use it to like proc early builds. Like let's say you already have leather or holy armor, you can put this like under a strong pestilence flask, instant proc. It's just instant proc like that. If you already have armor in your build, You can instantly proc other potions too. Its versatility is just out of this world, in my opinion. So, is there anything in here I would want to change? I think I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I know some people might put the pestilence flask either in front of armor or behind the health potion. That's just me. I think some people are kind of might be upset with the stamina potion, but I just don't see too much usefulness of it. Me personally, and in other people's builds, I don't see a lot of people taking the stamina potion ever since it got a little bit of a nerf. And after that nerf, it was just enough to say bye bye to you. But yeah, that's just my tier list. A link of this will be down below if you guys want to make your own. What are some things you guys would change about this? Let me know. Until next time, I see you guys in the next backpack battles video. Later.